Hey everybody, reporting from Connell, Washington. So this is the school that I went to until 1989. It's Connell High School, right? And then these are my yearbooks from the adjacent Olds Junior High. And these two schools are right next to each other in Connell. Hang on here. Sorry folks, it's really windy out here today. But we moved from the Seattle area where my dad was working, I think, still with the Department of Refugee Services. Then we wound up over here in 1985. First he was at the Social Security Administration, and then he hopped over to the Department of Energy. And that's where the Hanford Nuclear Reservation is, out that way, okay? And then this is the school, like the rural school, like the largest of the rural schools that are kind of like surrounding the Hanford Nuclear Reservation. Now, I think that that's relevant, folks, because in these yearbooks, every time I flip through them, it's like this strange thing that you start to realize that like some of the genetics of some of the people that you grew up with aren't normal. Like yours were a little bit different, perhaps. That's what I realized. And I discussed this on some of my interviews on the Basis Project, that it's my belief that this area out here connected to the Hanford Nuclear Reservation for a long time has been a place where a lot of kids that didn't even know where their actual genetics lead back to wound up out here and wound up going to school here. And maybe to this day, some of them don't even know that their actual parents are celebrities or might have been like famous people, or could have just been like children of important military professionals that they just wanted to have guarded. But beyond that, that would be some surface level things. But what would be the reason for it? Well, if you ask me, it's because this area, like this is my old junior high, just to show you I'm in these yearbooks. These are from the 80s, right? You can see the years are 87, 87 to 88. And when I'm looking through these things, I'm really starting to realize that a lot of the spy kids wound up at Connell or Olds Junior High, both of these schools. And to this day, I see signs that they're out there doing, I guess you could say, spycraft is the best thing I could say, connected to some of the other like LARPy type activities. So what I'm suggesting to you folks is like this whole network of like the crisis in our community, things connected to the nuclear industry. It goes back decades, and this is where my brother, my sister, and I all went to school. We both, all of us, my sister and my brother actually, and me, all of us went to both Olds Junior High and Connell High School to a certain point. My brother graduated from here, and then my sister and I, we moved away from here to the Rocky Flats plutonium area, so my family would just hop from nuclear project to nuclear project after a certain point, right? And so we went in 1989 from here to Rocky Flats, Colorado, and then after that is where we wound up in Las Vegas, Nevada, where my father was connected, you know, loosely to the Yucca Mountain Repository. Again, another deep underground military, or rather deep underground project that involves the nuclear industry and storage of nuclear materials. And you're gonna find that's what this all has in common. Why am I out here? Why am I doing all this? Well, wineries, the connections to the nuclear industry, and specifically the way the intelligence agencies have used these types of rural communities to raise entire populations of kids into being trained talent that's ready to do the types of operations that they want them to do. And that's why now there's such a vast network of these crisis actors and other people that are part of like a larger acting community that are just doing deception operations. It's like they've turned all of America into the movie Argo. They're Argoing us. You see, the groups that are connected to the nuclear industry are their own government almost. They have their own rules, and they're Argoing us. They're kind of tricking us into thinking that what's going on isn't going on, but that illusion is quickly dismantling. Reporting to you from Connell High School and Olds Junior High, my old stomping ground. more soon.